Hello, and in this video, we'll talk about the benefits of knowing about the LinkedIn Pulse. So what is LinkedIn Pulse? LinkedIn Pulse is an open publishing platform anyone can publish to now. It used to be just the top guys can do it. Now, I think if you log into LinkedIn, you can find that you can publish to Pulse as well. Now, the marketing potential of Pulse is almost untapped at the moment. Okay, you're not having so many people talk about it for now. It's not marketed as it should be, as you know, as far as I'm concerned, not like Facebook, but that's fantastic for you guys. If you're looking for content to share in your LinkedIn groups or your blog, or if you're looking to drive fresh new leads back to your groups or your database, then the content published on LinkedIn Pulse is a fantastic place to start. LinkedIn has always been the industry standard when it comes to marketing yourself professionally, but in the past few years, with the social networks importance and the increase in terms of more leads, it's become the number one place also for publishing. Having articles in Pulse can make you look like you're published in a highly visible, highly credible publication. By positioning yourself as the expert, you can reach the vast majority of people that are viewing discussion comments on Pulse daily. If you're writing about topics which impact their careers, their business, you'll start to see much more views to your website. People who post, they want to see immediate benefits. And the more specific you get with your topic, the better. The more confident they'll feel that you have something to offer. So right now, let's look at three compelling reasons to try LinkedIn's Publishing Pulse. The first one is you get major exposure to LinkedIn's massive audience on LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach a lot of people that you won't be able to reach through guest blogging or other social media channels. The second reason why it's important to use, you can just write short articles on LinkedIn and they do pretty well. You know, over 70% of Pulse featured articles are under 1,000 words. Okay, so it means you can put out great content on Pulse and it still gets lots of views. Posting on popular blogs, in contrast, often requires longer, more detailed articles. Also, the third reason is you get instant approval. Pulse articles are published instantly when you hit the publish button. You know, with guest blogging, popular blogs will often wait sometimes weeks, even months before your post goes live. Let's talk about how to select a winning topic. The most popular topics on LinkedIn are careers, business, and self-improvement. So if your blog is about any of these topics, you know, the LinkedIn's audience could be a natural match for your content. And obviously with what we're doing, careers is amazing for that. So let's look at how to publish a post. First thing, you go into the interest menu and then you can select Pulse, and then you can see where to add, as well as, you know, writing your publication. It's just like a Word document. You can also add images, you can add videos, guys, and you can also add fantastic headlines. Okay, so it gives you that option to be able to add all these things just like you can when you're writing a Word document. That's the great thing about it. It's very easy to use. If you're looking for quality content to share, check out the menu. You'll see all the category areas. If you look at the left-hand side, you start to see all the different headlines. And if you're thinking about publishing on Pulse, make sure you have great headlines. You know, check out some of the headlines in the members area. Okay, you'll see a bit more headlines there, and that will help you on Pulse. As you can see, Pulse highlights all the top articles on its page on the left-hand side. So having a catchy headline on Pulse is very, very important. You can see all the different headlines. Turn your LinkedIn group into a profit machine. Digital innovation is kind of a big deal right now. You know, all these types of headlines make you want to click and find out. Can the FBI force Apple to write software to its weakened software? And you can see all the different views it gets and the different comments it gets. You can search for content on LinkedIn Pulse. LinkedIn has a search feature that you can use to find content. To access this, click on the left of the header search and select Posts from the drop-down menu. Select Posts from the drop-down menu. This will take you to the Pulse article. As you can see the number of engagement some of these things are getting. Very important. And you can, do so much more. This one's got like over 1,000 likes. Digital innovation is kind of a big deal right now, has over 300,000 views. I mean, 162 comments. Guys, this is a lead generation area that you cannot ignore. I've spoken to you about iWriter, how to get really good articles. Why not get some fresh articles about an image and come in here and absolutely put your stuff on this place and get some really good quality leads. At the end of the article, you can, click on a link and it takes you to another page outside of the Pulse. It's fantastic for lead generation. So if you send an email or get in contact with LinkedIn's editorial team, okay, if you get in contact with LinkedIn's editorial team, your chances of your article being promoted in different channels is high. And the way to do that, what you can do, you can also tweet your article to the LinkedIn's editorial team. And if you have something amazing, they will feature it. Okay, and to do that, all you have to do is tweet tip at LinkedIn Pulse with a reason why your article is worth placing on there quicker on the top channels. And if you wait a couple of hours, LinkedIn's editors will usually find your post and add it to the right content channel. If you consistently write great content that is targeted towards LinkedIn's audience, their editorial team will notice and perhaps keep an eye out for your articles. That's really another area to get more exposure to your website and to what you're trying to your business. What you can also do is follow influencers. LinkedIn is big on collating influencers. As you can see, all the different influencers, they've got pictures here. It's all about building relationships. And one of the best ways of building relationships is to show your top prospects that you're listening to them. Research your prospect or client and have a conversation with them. Set a reminder to follow up with your prospect. Find an article of your own or search to find content that you think they may be interested in. If you're going to use LinkedIn as an effective marketing tool, then the first thing is to create a clear plan on what you're looking to achieve from this platform. Okay, draft a plan, which requires, looking over your marketing objectives over the next 6 months. Not having a plan is one of the reasons a lot of businesses are not doing so well. So this LinkedIn is a fantastic potential for that. Little action for you, little task, while others are pumping out content and status updates to the entire network, I would encourage you to go one-on-one with 20 of your most valued connections. If you just spend just 40 minutes a week engaging personally with 20 of your most valued contacts, you will grow your influence. Okay, that's one of the ways to do that. Just, pick up 20 and just try to contact them in a humane way. You're trying to build your reputation. The first step, identify your most valuable connections on LinkedIn, then study their profiles, learn about who they are, what they do. Once you've armed, with that knowledge about them, then take action on a one-to-one engagement with at least 20. One-to-one engagement can be in a form of personalized or private LinkedIn messages, a public comment, a conversation, even an at mention. Take it from me, you're going to be among a few taking the time to do this. This is hard to maintain. Although it's hard to maintain, in the long run, this is amazing for you. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've learned about LinkedIn. I hope you've learned something on LinkedIn. As you can see, it's very actionable. It's not theoretical. The best thing is to get some fresh articles from iWriter, and you'll be able to put some real great articles in here. And this is another way to get views to your page, whether it's your website or your LinkedIn groups or your profile. So I'd urge you right now to start taking action, start coming up with fresh content. And, I've given you so many different ways to come up with fresh content. Remember, we talked about discussions, looking at other people's groups, viral groups, what's trending right now, what's commenting on, and, rewriting some of these articles to make them fresh. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video.